These email flows can add a lot of revenue to your brand. Email marketing is not just about having a welcome series, an abandoned checkout, or a post-purchase flow set up. You can actually have some of these hidden flows, which a lot of the biggest brands in the world use. Most brands don't even know they actually exist. And they can add a nice stream of revenue to your brand every single month by filling critical gaps in the funnel. First of which is the site abandoned flow, which most people might know about. We just limit this to 1 to 2 emails here. You can see the way we set this up. The trigger is active on site. And then we have all of these exclusions. So yeah, we make sure people aren't in these flows. And then we make sure they haven't received any of the lower funnel flows, such as the browse abandoned, the abandoned cart, abandoned checkout. We just make sure they haven't, done any of these things, which are the triggers for those flows, at any time since starting this flow. Because then, if they do any of these things, they will go into the lower funnel flow, which is going to be better for converting them. This is an example of what an email like this might look like. The whole idea here is that we want to do like 1 or 2 emails, and we just want to approach it sort of like, hey, you were about to purchase or you were about to find something. Here's just a quick guide for how to kind of navigate the website and find the things that you were looking for. So you can see here, we kind of push people into different categories. This is like a quintessential site abandoned email, right? Like, hey, is it hard to find what you want to find, hard to choose something? Okay, let us help you with that kind of thing. But then move on. This is an email 2 example. You might do even like a small discount here, but really all you want to do is push them into like which category they're looking for. Are you looking for women's? Are you looking for men's? Are you looking for these sorts of product categories, and so on. 1 or 2 emails here is plenty. And yeah, this is something that is actually quite a good revenue driver, depending on the scale that you're at. It could do a meaningful, yet small, but meaningful percentage of your email marketing revenue. Next thing we have here is a sales cycle upsell. We do this on fulfilled order, not on placed order. So we make sure that they've actually gotten their order in their hands. And this is just in general how so many brands beat around the bush in the first month. We did a study like on all of our clients. We did this 2 years in a row at the end of Black Friday 2024 and 2025. And yeah, like we've kind of like conclusively shown internally that the vast majority of LTV after order 1, more than 50%. So let's say your LTV is $180 and your AOV is on first order is 80 for argument's sake. Of that $100 remaining, more than 50% of it will come in the first 90 days. So what would you do with that information? Well, you'd be a little bit more aggressive. Of the first 90 days, the first 30 days matter the most. Of those 30 days, the first 14 matter the most, and so on, right? So you want to make sure that you're a little bit, that you're asking for an order in this time. This is pretty simple. Like you can just come in with like getting people to buy more stuff and just pushing them onto products that would make sense for them to purchase based off of what they have purchased already, and just asking for an order there. You could go for a discount as well to try and push people on. If your AOV is high and your natural LTV is low, you're already profitable in that customer most likely. If you hit them with a 10% discount, it's really not the end of the world. And yeah, like this flow is quite nice. Just actually systemizing having an offer in the first 2 weeks after someone has actually gotten their product in their hand, and like when they're most likely to buy, when they're hottest as such. So this flow is great. And just in the exclusions, we just make sure they haven't placed an order since starting the flow. Next thing here is potential purchaser, right? Do not be scared of this segment definition, right? So we're going to go in and we're going to go through this together. You can edit this around any way you want, to be honest, because this is basically looking to find recent engagement and people who are basically have shown interest in like a very kind of recent period of time, right? So this is how we generally set up the segment for the most part. And yeah, for these people, it doesn't really make sense for them to get like a browse abandoned necessarily, because they're kind of showing interest in different ways, right? So we might come in here and just like push them on and like show them like kind of some of our other products and get them to explore our collection and just like kind of acknowledge that they've shown some interest. We don't want to be too creepy here, of course. Here, like 2 emails is absolutely great. We often pull in some reviews as well. And yeah, super simple flow like this, but once again, it can do a small yet significant percentage of all of your email marketing revenue. It wouldn't really take that long to set up either. None of these would. Main thing for this flow is getting your segment definition tight. After that, getting in a couple of emails that just push people on and kind of will look like browse abandoned emails for the most part. It's quite like browse abandoned in many respects, but just higher intent. So yeah, those are 3 flows, guys. We have the site abandoned, we have the sales cycle upsell, and we have the potential purchaser flow. Super simple video, but these are great flows to pull into your email marketing account. And yeah, they can be small yet mighty.